Hello, hello. Hi, Flower Power. Grand Rising. It is already Friday. Oh my goodness. This week has flown by. Flown by. Just waiting for a few more people to get in here. We always start at 3 people. Today's song is called She is Rising, a sacred hymn to the return of the divine feminine. Should be good. Well, of course it's good. Spirit led us to it, so it must be good. Hello, Holly Berry. 2026, welcome in, beautiful angel. Da, 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 da. Got lots to talk about today. Lots going on, lots to talk about. Thank you for the heart, me. Well, hello there. There's our train conductor. All right, we've got 3 pillars in here. I call you guys pillars because you are on the butterfly. That makes you a pillar of this community. All right, here we go. It's called She is Rising, a sacred hymn to the return of the divine feminine. Ooh, I gotta turn my good thing on. There it goes. Yeah. Stars and blood and rain, not gone, not dead, just deep unseen, the divine mother in the dream. Now the dream is turning. Hey Jules, hey Irish, hey Jason, welcome in everybody. Welcome in angels. Hey Brandy, hi beautiful angel. The moon calls to the sacred tide in every woman, and a guide. The womb is not just flesh and bone, I don't think so. Hello, Iron Gold. Welcome in, brother. Grand Rising.
She is restoring. She is not conquering. She is rising. She is here. The feminine flame, the ancient seer, not in anger, not in war. She returns in love once more. Ihara. She is life, she is breath, Aru, Moradi. She is birth, she is death, she is rising. She is
I did put that other one yesterday's in our Discord.
to every being who feels her stir in your chest, your womb, your skin, your prayer. Know this. You are not alone. You are not late. You are her hands.
Ah, Iron Gold, you have jokes.
She is not far. She is the breath you take right now. Whisper her name. Hear her.
Let me just put this out there. If any of you call me at 4 o'clock in the morning, I will block you.
And say, I remember.
And that's a promise, because that is not of my frequency.
She is here. She is.
No, my hubby gets up at 6 o'clock every day. Usually wakes me up. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That was She is Rising. She is Rising. All right. Ascension music. Loaded. Mother Earth by Thrive. It's called Mother Earth by Thrive. All right, guys. Well, it is Friday. I don't know where this week went. I really don't. Everything happened in a flash this week. So much to talk about. So much to talk about. Teresa, you said DW, his family has come forward and said, yeah, it happened. So, I don't know if any of you are following. There is another, I talked about her yesterday or the day before, earlier this week, about a lady named Amy. And she was a young scientist. And seems like, and this is for entertainment purposes only, according to TikTok. And for us, this is take what you resonate with. So they were working on energy. Well, they were working on, oh God, come on, Tommy, your words. I can't even think of the word right now. Oh, Fitzy Awakening used to be friends with him. Wow. That's wild. Yeah, that's really cool. Gravity, anti-gravity. Gosh, Tommy, okay. So anti-gravity is what they were working on. Something to do with anti-gravity. And this scientist had, she used to be on TikTok, like, or YouTube or something. Someone on TikTok is sharing her work. But, I just saw a video this morning, which Spirit guided me to, about her, and she had like blockades on her doors, and she had been burnt. Her hand was burnt. Toroidal mechanism using mercury. I don't know that. I don't know. But her hand was burnt, and she had said it was from an energy weapon. So, and that her doors were blockaded so that the energy weapon could not get through. So she felt safe. So, and then she unalived herself. Now, I think this was a couple years ago or a year ago. Might have been longer ago. But it's kind of the same circumstances. So that could be a possibility too. There are so many different possibilities for DWs exiting the planet. But regardless, if he is exited, then he is working on the other side for us, beyond the veil. If he is not exited, then he is protected and being guided to whatever is next in his journey, right? So, regardless, there is nothing for us. We cannot change the situation. We cannot do anything about it other than sending prayers and love and light to his family. But there's no reason to let it affect our frequency. Okay? And this is what they were counting on, guys. They were counting on many, many light workers and flame keepers and pillars of this planet to lose our minds because they took out DW. That's not what's happening. What's happening is we are, first of all, we're holding our pillars of light. But second of all, we're digging. We're digging deeper into what's been going on. And we're getting answers. And they cannot silence all of us. Impossibility. They cannot silence all of us. So, this is getting out whether they like it or not. There is nothing they can do about it. Okay. We're going to get into our cards, and we have a rune to do today. And a couple other things that Spirit wanted me to go over today. So, let's get started. Yes, he said he was being cyber stalked. Now, I mean, we have a sister in here that actually I've heard this from several of you guys, several people that about cyber stalking. Right? It's happening. It happens. Hi, Trina. Hi, darling. But in his case, they were wrecking his life. They were costing him a lot of money, which money is nothing. I mean, we can just manifest that. But they were costing him he was very unbalanced. His chakras were unbalanced. If you guys saw the video of him Sunday, you would see, I could definitely feel his aura was off. A lot of people are saying that wasn't even him, but I do believe it was him, but he had depleted himself so much. Could be from metal poisonings also, because Spirit led me to that also. That he was being, had heavy metal poisoning. But, I don't know. All right, our chakra wisdom for today. Our chakra wisdom. Unconditional love. Yes. Green chakra, heart chakra. I allow myself to be open to giving and receiving love without fear or rejection. Without fear of rejection. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. When I am loving to others, I am helping bring out the innate love within them so they can also feel uplifted, worthy, and cared for. I love myself the way I am, not the way I was or could be, and I extend this love to others. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. Yes, unconditional love. Yes, we should all be working on our chakras. We should all choose to work on balancing our systems. We are organic computers. I always tell you that, guys, that it's not just words. We are organic computers. And when we have dead cells, they don't work. They're not working. Yes, beautiful, Teresa. See, you are engaging. You are engaging. Therefore, you're going to see results. Yes. Green, yes, that's very healing. Here's our healing energy. Our healing energy says wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Yes. Yes, Teresa. That's how it happens. When a light warrior that is working on their chakra systems closes your eyes, when you close your eyes, you're going to see colors. When I close my eyes, I usually see violet. I usually see violets and purples. I don't see black like most people. A lot of people see blackness when they close their eyes. When you are a light warrior and you have at least started on the ascension journey, you're going to see colors. You'll see iron gold tomorrow. You will see. But yes, there you see colors. Beautiful, Betty. Yes. Yes. Yes, Holly. Yes. That's amazing. Yes. Now build on those sparkles, Tammy. Use your imagination and grow those sparkles. Yep. Tammy has always seen images. Yes, absolutely. This is the differences between someone that is not on the ascension journey and is fully in the 3D body, fully in the matrix, is not the glitch in the matrix. Glitches in the matrix, when they close their eyes, they connect to their imagination station. Yes. Hi, Christina. Hi, darling. Right, Trina? That is one of our biggest things on this earth is staying here. Staying grounded. Staying grounded is so very important. Because we are the pillars. We're flying off all the time. And then, you know, we in order to choose to do the work that we do here, we remain the pillars on the earth. And if we're flying off all the time, we're not being the pillars on the earth. Balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and my soul. Yes. Yes, Teresa. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Use your imaginations when you close your eyes. You'll go on a journey. Positive action. I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust to God. Yes, positive action. Lots of, look at the energy today. Look at that. That's indigo and violet energy today. Beautiful. Love it. All right, our work your light. Our work your light. I know you are, Teresa. I know you are. I know you are. Here is our work your light. And it's Mintaken. Look at that. Teresa, connect to that. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yes, the original light workers. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It is happening. Many of us have had past lives in Lemuria. Yes, Mintaken. That's it. There you go. Hi, Alicia. Hi, beautiful. Haha. Lemuria, yes. And Warrior Woman's coming out for us today. Yes. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? All right. Here is our... yes. Ah, yes. Here's our Starseed Oracle. Earth School. Yes, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. That's what you're in here for, is higher learning. Yes. We don't learn 3D stuff in here. We learn 5D and beyond in here. All paths lead home. Absolutely. Inner authority, your intuition, turn your gaze within. Go within. Yes. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Be very cautious and careful when you're going out into the public, because you can absorb feelings that are not yours. It's a superpower, but it's one to be cautious with. Saint Finnegan says, look at God. Look at God. Here is our water card. Our water card says, into the unknown. There's the void right there. The underworld, depth, courage, facing your fear. Everything is created in the void, from the void. Everything. And once things are created, they come into the light. All right, here is our... Hi, Tammy B. Hi, darling. Well, hi, Nicole Barker Trees. Welcome in. Welcome in. Your higher self has brought you here for a reason. For a reason. Always. Here is our animal for the day. The giraffe visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. Hello, Violet Rose. Hi, darling. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth. And love with a big heart. It's all about love. It's all about love. When it's our turn, when God calls us, Love. That's going to be the question. How did you love? And there is going to be no one judging you. No one judges you but yourself. Because you say to yourself, did I love enough? Did I really love enough? And if you can answer that question with a yes, then that means you have ascended your consciousness and ascended this lifetime. That's right. How did you love? Now, again, if this doesn't resonate with you, leave it. Always. Okay? This is my thoughts and my beliefs. But if you don't believe that, if you don't know that, then leave it. I never push my beliefs upon you. I always want you to think for yourselves. And yeah. And we're all learning together. There is no leaders here. That's why this is the Butterfly Sanctuary. Because this isn't really my room. This is our room. This is our room. Yes. Here is our crystal for the day. Our crystal is the lapis lazuli. One of my favorites. It's beautiful. As stargazing is playing. Life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you. And God is supporting you each step of the way. Yes. God supports us in our journeys, in our missions. He supports us. He's always there, as are the ascended masters. The dragons are dragon guides. The archangels, they're always with us. Our past loved ones, they've gone on to help us. DW, yes, you're here, aren't you? Oh, yes. DW is always with us, too. He's gone on to the other side now, if he has. And if he has gone on to the other side, then he is a powerful mama jama there, let me tell you. Hi, Country Fried. Hi, darling. Here is our, for the love of dragons, because we love our dragons, right? As above, so below, 5D, 3D, we hold the keys to both. We are the bridges. The brat. The brat. Who, some of us can be bratty, can't we? Of course. None of us are perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect. And that is what makes us perfect. Some days you're just going to wake up with a dragon in your teacup. And your mouth will taste of scales and wings all day long. But whether it's you or your mini dragon that's feeling bratty, it's in your best interest to befriend rather than resist the brat attack. Moods and emotions, just like dragons, are by their nature full of movement. They're not intended to stick around for very long, and don't unless we resist them. As the saying goes, what we resist persists. So whether it's showing up in you or in someone else, let the brat have its moment today. All things must pass, and no brat attack lasts forever. Yes, all our emotions are present always to show our unique expression of love. Exactly, yes. Yes, it's all about love. It is all about love. Here is our awakened dreamer. Our awakened dreamer says, spread your wings. Spread your wings, angels. Give yourself space to move and explore new surroundings. See yourself becoming the butterfly version of yourself. Yes, wings and all. Contemplate what it's like to fly, be light, dabble in new things. I can only imagine playing from spirit. Feel at liberty to create a little change or a complete metamorphosis. Sometimes we have to do a complete rebirth, right, Christina? Yep. Leave everything behind and just go for a rebirth. I did that. I did that in 2016. Yep, left everything behind. Yep. Here is our butterfly for the day. Our beautiful butterfly. Today, everything is unfolding perfectly according to a greater plan. Yes. Everything is unfolding perfectly. And that's a beautiful rainbow butterfly, isn't it? Yeah. All right. And hello, Val. Hi, beautiful. And our Ascended Master, the first one coming in today is Mary Magdalene. There we go. Teacher awakens. Yes, we're all awakening to know that we are all teachers and we are all students. All of us. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything stop you. If you have something to share, share it. If you can't share it now, heal that blue chakra, that throat chakra. Heal it. Get all your chakras in alignment, guys. It is time so that you can ascend your consciousness. Ascension is consciousness. We're not going anywhere. You're just changing how you see things, how you look at things. We are going to do our rune for the day. Our rune for the day. All right. Got the runes in here, pulling them out. Hello, Emerald Sistar. Oh, I love that. You did Sistar. I always say Sistar. Here it is. Ooh, different than we usually have. I don't think we've ever had that one before. Our rune for the day is that one. Let's see which one that is. It isn't the day goddess. It is the Manaz, human manifestation. We got the Manaz today. What is the message? Love that. The rune of self, humanity, and divine mind. Yes. Core message for our collective. Today is about seeing yourself clearly without distortion. Not the version shaped by past wounds, other people's expectations, or who you think you should be, but the version that exists when you are simply aware of yourself as you are. Yes. Oh, I got to try that okra water. I'm going to get some okra this weekend. I got to try that. I like okra, so. Okay. What Manaz is activating? Manaz brings attention to identity, self-perception, your role within the collective. This is a mirror rune. Ahaha. It asks, are you acting from your true self or from a learned version of yourself? The deep layer for your sanctuary. This ties directly into what we spoke about earlier. Not chasing signs, not looking outside yourself for answers. Manaz is saying the clarity you are seeking is already within your awareness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, really? The M's are in your hands, guys. The MMs are in your hands. The Magdalines, the Mother Mary, the magic, right? The magic. Yes. Oh, yeah. And I don't choose these cards, darling. Spirit does. Always. I don't look at them before you guys look at them with me. What you guys may be feeling today, a heightened awareness of your thoughts, noticing patterns in your behavior more clearly. Questioning, is this really me? This is not confusion. This is self-recognition beginning to sharpen. Guidance from Manaz. Instead of asking, what should I do? Shift to what feels true to me right now. Instead of, is this a sign? Shift to, do I trust my own perception? Yes. The dragons step in here with a very clear tone. Know yourself, and no external force can define you. This is sovereignty. This is where the matrix loosens its grip, not by escape, but by self-knowing. Yes. Manaz does not bring answers. It brings you back to the one who already holds them. And who's that? You. You guys, we all hold the answers. The kingdom is inside of us. It always has been. Every answer is inside of us. Every one. Every question is inside of us. That energy is playing. Everything that we have is all that we need. All right. We have coming through also Saint Germain, the violet flame is coming through. Any of you know the violet flame? I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Yes, that is the violet flame mantra. You are being shown what is ready to be released, not to overwhelm you, but to free you faster. There is a pattern surfacing in many, old emotional reactions trying to reappear. Thoughts that feel like this again. This is not regression. This is the final surfacing before dissolution. Do not analyze it deeply. Do not claim it as identity. Instead, meet it with I see you and I release you. Yes. The violet flame is strongest when you do not attach to the story. From Archangel Michael, the sword of truth and protection, always with us. There is a call right now for energetic boundaries without explanation. Some of your collective are feeling drained after certain interactions, questioning whether they are being too sensitive. You are not. Your sensitivity is refined awareness. You are allowed to step back without justifying it. You are allowed to protect your peace without teaching others why. Michael shows a clear message. Not every battle is meant to be explained. Some are meant to be exited. From Archangel Chamuel, the frequency of divine heart alignment. Your collective is being gently guided back into heart coherence. Not through force, but through softening. There is healing happening around. Self-worth, feeling seen or unseen. The need for validation. The guidance is, instead of asking, do they see me, shift into, can I fully see myself right now? Hi, Amy Lynn. Hi, beautiful angel. When you hold your own heart clearly, the need for external confirmation begins to dissolve. Yes. From the Arcturian Council, harmonic field stabilization. Your nervous systems are adjusting to higher coherence fields. This is why some may feel slight pressure in your head or chest, moments of sudden fatigue or stillness, and a pull toward quiet over stimulation. This is not imbalance. This is recalibration, guidance, less input, more integration. Silence is not emptiness right now. It is where your system is reorganizing into higher function. From the Council of Light, the collective overview, you are no longer in the phase of awakening. You are in the phase of stabilizing what you have already become aware of. This is why things feel slower. Messages feel quieter. External validation feels less present. Because the work has shifted from seeking truth to holding truth. There is one theme echoes across all. You do not need more. You need to trust what is already active within you. Yes, absolutely. So, We have been talking about us being the glitches in the matrix. We're going to talk a little bit about exiting the matrix and how we exit the matrix. Guys, we don't go anywhere. Okay? It's like a place that we walk out of. You change your relationship to the systems around you so they stop running you. Exactly, Amy Lynn. What people call the matrix is really a mix of habits and beliefs that you've absorbed, social systems, money, work, media, expectations, and your own nervous system patterns that keep looping the same responses. So architecting your way out is less about escape and more about designing how you live inside reality on your own terms. What that actually looks like. Take back authorship of your mind. Most people are reacting all day to news, to social media, to other people's emotions. Start noticing, what are you consuming? What actually shapes your thoughts? If you don't choose your inputs, they'll choose your direction. Stabilize your nervous system. Freedom isn't just external, it's internal. If your system is constantly anxious or triggered or seeking validation, then even a free life will feel chaotic. Simple things matter here. Quiet time without stimulation. Breathing practices, physical movement. That's what gives you real control. Reduce unconscious dependency. This is where it gets practical. Ask yourself, what do I rely on that I don't actually understand? Where am I trading time, energy without intention? Right? You don't have to drop everything, but you start making conscious choices. How you earn, how you spend, how you structure your day. Build instead of just consuming. The biggest shift. Move from watching, scrolling, reacting to creating, building, and expression. That could be your sanctuary work. Anything that you do outside of that makes you happy. Any kind of things that you do like painting or creating jewelry or coloring. Anything that you're creating, guys. When you create, you're no longer just inside the system, you're shaping a part of it. Except that you still live in the world. Even the most independent person still uses money, interacts with people, and participates in systems. The goal isn't isolation, it's agency. You're no longer unconsciously programmed, you're choosing. That's right. You're choosing. Hi, Trey. Hi, beautiful angel. The real exit, it looks like this. You're not easily manipulated by fear or hype. You don't chase validation. You can sit in stillness without needing distraction. You make decisions from clarity, not pressure. You build something that reflects you. That is freedom. Yes. All right. Now, I'm going to talk about 10 habits that a lot of us have that we still have. And we need to choose to break them. And like I said, guys, I'm right here, sitting right beside you here. We're being taught by Spirit. Okay, so this is one of those topics where it helps to be really honest, because the habits that are hardest to break are usually the ones that feel normal or even comforting. Here are 10 that tend to run deep for most people. Oh my goodness, Amy Lynn. The first one is constant phone checking. Holy goodness. Constant phone checking. Oh, that's not even mentioned, honey. That's a choice you need to make whenever whenever you're ready. Constant phone checking. That reflex to grab your phone without thinking. Texts, apps, scrolling. It's wired through repetition and dopamine hits, so it becomes automatic. Oh my goodness, I am so guilty of this. And I never used to be. I never used to even like cell phones. Oh my goodness. Negative self-talk. Me too. Sometimes that happens to me too, Trina. Negative self-talk. That's why I have been trying to get away from it in the afternoons and, especially at night. At night, I really don't spend a lot of time on my phone. Okay. But negative self-talk. Oh my goodness. Yes. Can I call some people out? I won't do that. You guys know who you are. That quiet inner voice that says, I'm not doing enough. I should be further along. It's hard to break because it often feels like truth, not a habit. Okay. Overthinking everything. Hi, star beings. Hi, darling. Overthinking everything. Running the same scenario over and over, trying to get certainty. It gives a false sense of control, which is why people cling to it. Oh my goodness, I overthink so many times. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better because it's like I let whatever spirit wants to say just come right out of my mouth now. There's no filter there anymore, usually. Sometimes I don't even think about what I'm saying. It just comes out my mouth. Yeah. But overthinking everything is a habit that a lot of us have. Seeking validation from others, wanting reassurance before making decisions or feeling good about yourself. This one is deeply tied to identity and self-worth. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Absolutely, Tammy B. Butterfly is playing, by the way, this song. It's called Butterfly. Yep. Seeking validation from others. Procrastination. Oh my gosh. I have to ring the bell on this one because I'm always procrastinating. I am always procrastinating. Putting things off even when you want to do them. Oh my goodness, yes. Usually rooted in discomfort avoidance, not laziness. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm always like, oh, I want to do this. And then I don't end up doing it. Oh my goodness, yes. Emotional eating or stress habits. Yup. Using food, shopping, or other comforts to regulate emotions. It works temporarily, so your brain keeps choosing it. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm being called out here. I am being called out here. Oh my goodness. All right. And staying in your comfort zone. I think I've gotten way out of my comfort zone lately. For the last few years. Definitely. Avoiding risk even when you know growth is on the other side. Familiar discomfort feels safer than unknown possibility. Yes. A lot of us do that. Ooh, you will do sit-ups or plank until it hurts before eating. Oh, wow. Comparing yourself to others, especially through social media. It subtly rewires your sense of progress and worth. I try not to do that. I try to stay in my own lane, and but I have gone to a social media page, and they'll be talking about the things that I teach in here all the time, and I'm like, dang, you have 10,000 followers. But then I'm like, no, Spirit only wants you to have certain amount, because you are building a relationship with all your friends. I don't even call you followers, because you're friends, right? Your soul family. Those people that have millions of followers, oh my God, they don't even follow or friend half of them. Well, TikTok doesn't let you, but 10,000. And then they don't have the close connections that we have, right? They don't have what we have. So I'm like so grateful for every one of you. 25 in here now. I am so grateful for you. I just wanted to mention that. But I'm not, don't compare yourself to others, because you are amazing. You are amazing. And yeah, it can rewire your sense of progress and worth, right? People pleasers. Okay, where are you? I used to be a big people pleaser. Saying yes when you mean no. It's tied to fear of rejection or conflict. Yes. It is what it is. Yes. Escaping discomfort. Distraction loops. Whenever something feels hard, scroll, watch, avoid. This one quietly blocks a lot of growth because it prevents you from sitting with and moving through discomfort. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. All right. All of these stick around for one reason. They serve a purpose, even if it's not a healthy one. They reduce stress short term. They protect you from discomfort. They give a sense of control or safety. That's why breaking them isn't just about willpower. It's about replacing what they do for you. Okay. So how do we break them? How do we start breaking them without overwhelming ourselves? How do we do that? Let's keep this simple, doable, and actually sustainable. Most people fail here because they try to change too much at once. Yes. We're going to use a 2-habit reset system so we don't get overwhelmed. Pick only 2 of those habits of the 10, right? Hi, Jules. Hi, beautiful. From that list, choose 1 mental habit, example, overthinking or negative self-talk, and 1 behavioral habit, example, phone checking or procrastination. Not all of them, just 2, okay? If you want, tell me which ones and we can work on that. Don't stop the habit. Interrupt it. Trying to quit cold equals your brain pushes back harder. Instead, use this. The pause plus replace rule. When the habit starts, pause. Just notice it. I'm doing the thing again. Insert a tiny replacement action. Example. If it's phone checking, put your phone down, take 1 breath, then decide. Choose, right? It's forcing you to make choices consciously. Overthinking, write the thought down once and stop replaying. Negative self-talk, replace with neutral truth. I'm learning this. The goal isn't perfection. It's breaking the automatic loop. Yes, Tammy B. Snap the band. Leave it in another room. Yes. Okay. Step 3. Shrink the change to something almost too easy. Don't say, I won't check my phone all morning. Say, I will delay checking my phone by 2 minutes. Don't say, I will stop procrastinating. Say, I'll work on it for 5 minutes. Small wins rewire faster than big efforts. Yes. Anchor it to something you already do. Attach your new behavior to an existing habit. After I wake up, I wait 2 minutes before checking my phone. When I catch myself overthinking, I write 1 sentence and stop. Before I scroll, I take 1 breath first. This removes the need for motivation. Yes, build the pathway. See, you guys are already doing it. I love that. Step 5, track 1 simple thing. Don't overcomplicate this. At the end of the day, ask, did I interrupt it at least once today? That's it. Not, was I perfect? Just, did I catch it even once? That's how awareness turns into control. That's powerful, guys. What this actually does, after a few days, you start catching the habit faster. The gap between impulse and action grows. You feel in control again. And that is the real shift. If you want a little more structure, okay. So the phone habit reset, delay by 2 minutes. The mental habit reset, write the thought once, don't replay it. Do that for 7 days, nothing else. Okay, beautiful. So, yeah. That is what I have for that. Those little habits, right? Yes, I love that. I love that you're working on that because that just is confirmation. Also, guys, let's take a look at the Schumann today. Are we ready to see the Schumann today? Oh my goodness. Are we feeling it? Are we feeling that right now? Oh my goodness. Woo! We're feeling it. We're feeling it. Hi, Mystic Maven. Hi, beautiful. Yeah. 90 freaking 3. Okay? 93. Why do you think we're up in the clouds? I love it when it's high. When the Schumann's high, I'm on a high. I'm like on a natural high here. I love it. All right, let's see. We have a few more minutes. We have 10 more minutes. So we have some soul whispers that I want to get through in this 10 minutes. Soul whisper. People just want to be noticed. People just want to be noticed. They want to be heard, not by the world, just by someone who listens without judgment as they express themselves. Release what they've been holding in. You're not alone. 90% of the world needs someone like that. Only that they're afraid to admit it. Admit it. Yes. Everybody wants to be noticed. That's the truth. That is the truth. Soul whisper. True to your nature. True to your nature. You are not lazy. You are exhausted from carrying a life that was never true to your nature. What feels like a lack of motivation is actually your inner intelligence withdrawing energy from illusion, from roles, expectations, and definitions of success that require constant performance and self-betrayal. You are in a time of transition, with the illusion falling away and your energy reorganizing to align with your higher calling and divine purpose. Yes. And the best one of all, the best soul whisper is love has won. Love has won. The battle on earth between love and fear is coming to an end. Love has won. Love is emerging from the hearts of many more and seeing this world into a new divinely constructed reality. We ask you to remember, you are love. You have always been love. All that you ever will be is love. That's the gold, guys. That's the gold in your heart. That's the gold from the Aurelian arc. That's what makes you the golden butterflies, because you are love. The color of love is gold. Yes. Everything that is not love is not you, is nothing but a temporary, misaligned perception. Yes. Beautiful. Still pushing through, Oracle Nomad says. Still pushing through. This ain't the end. Maybe I'm bruised, but I'm still here. Nothing to lose. Yes. That's why you always wear yellow and gold. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, little fairy. Oh, that was so cute. Thank you. Fairy hide, that was cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am just so excited to be here with you guys today. I'm excited for our grid work. Anyone that's new here, if you would like to be on our butterfly, I'm going to do this puzzle piece real quick. If you'd like to be on our butterfly, we're all on a butterfly there. And that means even when you can't make class, that you're still here with us energetically as we do our snaps, which is our grid work for the planet, for peace, love, unity, respect, joy, love on the planet, right? So I just need to know your favorite rainbow color, or if you like pink, I have pink also. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, or pink. So whatever you'd like. That is if you're new here. Nicole, you'd like indigo. You bet, darling. We would be honored to have you with us on there. Five more minutes. You're very welcome. Numb by a thread and a prayer. Hey, Jill. Hi, beautiful angel. We live in a world of shadows, but we are the light. So what happens when a shadow goes into light? When light goes into shadow, disappears. Shadow disappears with light. This ain't the end. Maybe I'm bruised, but I'm still here. That's right. We're still here. We're still here. What's the one thing we have to do? The one thing that we must do in order to be here. The only thing that we absolutely have to do. Can you guys tell me? Physically. The physical thing that we all have to do. There you go. There you go. Breathe. That's it. That's it. As long as we're breathing, we're here. And we're holding the light. Yep. Breathing. That's all we have to do. Light, joy, and soul is playing. My light is a high vibration.
Multiply by future generations. Inside to my manifestation. You gonna need some shades for this one, boo.
My light is a high vibration.
Multiply by future
Yeah, it is. I'm going to turn it up.
inside to my manifestation. Illuminated once you get the revelation. The illumination of high-level thoughts, feelings, and awareness bring about an understanding too incredible to be accurately described. They are no longer a mystery, but a gift to me and you. Perception is reality, but for what I'm envisioning, I don't need to see through your eyes. Light bends through mine.
That's
I
right.
foresee what's waiting for me, and I intend to receive all of my good. You see, I'm royalty, and while that may make you uncomfortable, ask yourself, what in me makes me want to dim the shine of another? Ignite the darkness and chase your shadows. Find peace in their chaos and ascend.
Ha ha.
Find your light.
Find your light.
Let me use
My light to shine.
Never
Yeah.
what's mine.
Let me use my light to shine.
I'm on a mission, can't waste no time.
My light is a high vibration. Multiply by future generations.
Inside to
Yeah.
my manifestation. Illuminated once you get the revelation.
My light is a high vibration.
Multiply by future generations. Inside to my manifestation. Illuminated once you get the revelation. The thing we don't understand is just how our light changes things. We walk into a room and expose the shadows. They're compelled to elevate up to a higher level of consciousness. So even if it's not our intention, sometimes our very presence
Hey, Sharon. Hi,
triggers other
beautiful.
people to confront the parts of themselves they may not want
Yes.
to. Now, this can manifest itself in a number of ways, but often it comes out to where others attack us instead of taking the opportunity to grow within themselves. But that's okay. Keep shining your light for those who need their path illuminated and that appreciate the opportunity to level up. Give no energy to your haters.
No energy.
Make them put on shades, boo.
Yep. My light is a high vibration. Multiply by future generations.
Inside to my manifestation. Illuminated once you get the revelation.
My light is a high vibration.
Multiply by future generations. Inside to my manifestation. Illuminated once you get the revelation.
All right, guys, it's 10:11. Let's do this. Let's do our grid work. Here we go. All right. This is our butterfly, and we're all on here because we work together to bring in the new earth codes and to anchor them onto this planet and to empower each other and ourselves. This is our past loved ones. They're always with us. Anytime we think of them, they're with us right there in our hearts. And this is us, big old happy light workers with big old hearts connected to our technology, the halo technology, connected to source energy, which is all the colors of the rainbow. This is the Aurelian arc, the golden arc above us, above the earth. We are the golden butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, and we are working in our codex. We have lighted up our codex. We are alchemists, earth, air, fire, and water, and ether. We work with all of those to ascend our consciousness from 2 to the 12 strand and beyond. This is our room. We are guided, protected, and watched over. And Steffi did that for us. Here's little Toothless from Cat. We go through the door to become the butterfly. Yes, there's that heart chakra energy and solar plexus energy, and that was from Maya. And what's playing? The final countdown's playing, guys. We're in Endgame. We've been in Endgame for the past few years now. Here is Forest Fairy's work. And this is the dragon energy in here. The priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO. You come here as your higher self. That is the Ankh. You're safe in here. The Magdalene, the magic. We the hummingbird is for time travel and changing the timelines. That is what we do in here. This is the white rabbit because we go down those rabbit holes in order to transmute that energy. We are the unicorns and the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to change the frequency of this planet. This is the armor of God. Let's put this on before we do our grid work. So today we rise in light. Today we walk as flame. We put on the helmet of truth. Our minds are clear. We wear the breastplate of light. Our hearts are pure. We lift the shield of faith. No shadow may enter. We move mountains just like Yeshua told us we would. We change timelines. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here, creating and empowering yourself. Yes. We wield the sword of spirit. Our voice is power. We stand in the shoes of peace. We walk with purpose. Our grid is sealed. Our flame is online, and our codex is alive. We are the love. We are the light. We are the truth. We are. On May 1st, we are going to start reading the Sophia Code in here. If you would like a e-copy of the Sophia Code, just message me, and I will get that to you. Other than that, there is a link to the book, the Sophia Code. I believe it's about $20 or so. It may be less. It's in my my shop, or you can get it from Amazon if you prefer, or wherever you want to get it if you want to come read with us on May 1st. Also, that will be the end of my giveaway. I am doing a giveaway. If you'd like to enter that, you can go on my page and you'll see the video for that giveaway. All right. We are all about peace, love, unity, respect, and creating the new earth in here. This is our rainbow butterfly healing chain, and all these people and places have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people and places, and we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Ah, thank you, Country Fried, for the Night Star. That was beautiful. All right. This is our Rainbow Butterfly Dream Catcher. If any of you are working in the astral, well, all of you are working in the astral. So if you so choose, bring this with you. Also, if you're remote viewing. So that's what this is for. So you don't come back with bumps and bruises and scratches, but make sure you're bringing your dragon with you. Just set intention. Use your imagination. Your imagination is your connection to your higher self. So set intention that you bring this, your dragon, and that you have a shield around you. There is a shield thing you can do on YouTube. It's called the Maharic Shield. It's very, very powerful. It takes you about 15 minutes to do the shield the first time. After that, each time it gets quicker and quicker. Right now, I do mine within a minute's time. It is anchoring your pillar into your Merkaba into the earth. All right, we are going to do our Aurelian Arc energy work. So here's our globe. And you're going to imagine a beautiful golden arc around the whole earth. All around the earth. And that same gold energy is in your heart. So I want you to take the energy from that arc that you see above the earth and bring it into your heart, into your heart space. Now bring it down into your solar plexus, into your sacral chakra, into your root chakra, and go further down. And I want you to anchor it into the earth star chakra. So it's in the middle of the earth right now. And now it's pulsing out golden energy throughout the whole of the planet, from the center of the planet. It's pulsing out and it's touching all the hearts of all the people on this planet. And it's helping them remember who they are at a soul level, that they are an eternal spiritual being here to raise the frequency of the planet with love and light. So hold that thought just for a moment. All right. Beautiful, beautiful work, guys. I really felt that. I got goosebumps from that one. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I love that. Delivering little droplets of love and light. Beautiful. All right. We have been going into advanced chakra teachings. But before I go into the advanced teachings, I want to go just do a recap, because some people don't know about their chakras. And in order to do these other advanced things, you need to know the basics. So the basics are, oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, gamer cat. That was cute, Teresa. Thank you. Okay, our first chakra is the base chakra. It is red, and it is the I am, the Lam, and it runs at 396 hertz. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. It's orange, and it's I feel, and it's Vam, and it goes at the 417 hertz. The third chakra, solar plexus chakra, is yellow or gold, and it's I do, and it's Ram. Your fourth chakra, oh wait a minute, then that is 528 hertz. Your heart chakra is green, and it is I love, and it is Yam, and it runs at the 639 hertz. Your throat chakra is the next one, the blue chakra. I talk, hum, and it's 741 hertz. The third eye chakra is indigo, and it's Om, I see, runs at the 852 hertz. And then you have the seventh chakra. These are your base chakras. You have many more chakras in your body, but we're not going to get into them right now. I don't want to confuse you. So the seventh chakra runs at 963 hertz. That's your crown chakra. That's your violet chakra. The Om also, and it's I understand or understand. Okay? So it's Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Om, and Om. So if you sit down and you're meditating, you can make these sounds with your voice, and that helps you with calibrating these energy centers, because your chakras are your energy centers. Okay? Okay. So that's the basics on the 7 chakras, but we're going to get into the more deeper teachings. So today's teaching, and if you've missed any of these teachings, it's been the last, 3 or 4 days. You can find all the videos at Opal Star 33 YouTube. And go back and just listen to the second half of class to get these teachings. So, alternating currents. These currents are not direct, but are alternating ones. Here again, the alternation of the currents is a similar process to that occurring when electricity is generated. As the rotor of the dynamo revolves between the poles of the fixed magnet, it cuts the lines of force first in one direction and then in the other, so that a current is produced which alternates in its direction of flow. This is the alternating current which we use in our present day electric power system. The chakras are an electric power system. This process also relates to the flow of energy round the surface of the earth due to the diurnal rotation of the earth on its axis. As the earth revolves between midday and midnight, the current flows toward the sun. But during the other half of its revolution between midnight and midday, the current, also sweeping towards the sun, will flow in the opposite direction. That's like spinning. Are you spinning clockwise or are you spinning counterclockwise? Because whichever rotation you're spinning in is how you're moving your chakra system. And you can spin physically or you can spin mentally. You can use your imagination in spinning your chakras also, but you can do it physically also. Man is a microcosm of the macrocosm, and this process is similarly reflected in his system. Therefore, his energy currents also alternate between his polarities, north, south, east, west. These energy currents are, in fact, the breath. This is the reason why the breath is of vital importance. We talked about this earlier. What do we have to do? We have to breathe. That's the only thing we absolutely must do on this planet in order to hold our pillars is breathe. And we deal with this in greater detail later in the book. At various times, the breath predominates through one nostril or the other. The alternation of the breath in this way produces the change of direction in the flow of energy currents and the revolution of the chakras. We have seen that each level of consciousness is a basic vibration. And these vibrations are called tattvas in Hindu terminology. In Western terms, they may be called elements, temperaments, or humors. As the currents flow in various ways, different tattvas or elements manifest more or less strongly in the system. Our systems, therefore, are subject to continuous change and a continuous flow of humors as one element runs its course and gives place to another. The whole principle of this flow of changing vibrations is often known as the tattvic tides. The flow of tattvic tides in the human system corresponds to the flow of tattvic tides in the universal system. This is the basis of the Hermetic adage, as above, so below. Also, why are we called the universe? Because our little bodies react and do the same thing as the universe does, just in a smaller container. That's why we're called the universe. So the flow of tattvas in the universal system manifests as the planetary influences, the signs of the zodiac, and as the seasons. Within the human system, too, there are seasons, solar and lunar cycles, and zodiacal changes in a corresponding pattern. Thus, the outer and the inner life reflect each other. The tattvic tides are the working out of the periodic or cyclic law in manifestation. All manifestation is a vibration between poles, as we've seen in Chapter 1. The actual rhythms, the detailed courses of the flow of energies, and the different levels at which they flow are the tattvic tides. It is a fascinating thought that with a knowledge of the forces which are at work in both the universal and human systems and the directions in which they flow, one is actually able to calculate the course of future events. Wow. Ritual. I'll just read this part last. It therefore follows from this that any particular activity which has to be undertaken will be more economically and therefore more effectively performed if it fits in with the prevailing energy flow or tattwic tides at that time and place. This is to say that there is an optimum time and place for every activity. Hi, Mama Yaya. Hi, beautiful. The art of ritual is really the magic of making use of energy to achieve a specific goal. Remember, one of our missions on Earth is learning how to control energy. Because everything is energy. We are energy. Everything is energy. It should be performed in accordance with the prevailing energy tides in order to achieve the most effective results, so that in the widest sense, the whole of life can be lived as a ritual in which one is continually making the best of the forces which are dominant to secure the most creative results. Actions are always more effective if performed when the appropriate tattwa relative to that action is manifesting strongly. The direction in which one faces or sleeps, the colors one wears or uses at different times. And in fact, every activity in life is subject to the flow of tattwas. The 5 digits of the hand relate to the ether and 4 elements. If you didn't know that. The thumb is ether. The thumb is ether, and the 4 fingers moving from the thumb are water, earth, fire, and air. By joining the thumb with the appropriate finger, one creates a mudra which activates that element. Ooh. This is a vast subject which we can touch on, which we can only touch on, and which it would be out of place to go into more deeply. Got to learn more about that. Ahaha. So, ether and water, ether and earth, ether and fire, ether and air. Interesting. You know, when I'm doing light language with my hands, I am pulled to do that, to put some fingers together. Now I know what it means. Now I know what it means. Wow. Very cool. Yes. All right, guys. That is class for the day. So I'm going to get the Lyran song ready for us at 11:11. But until then, is there anyone that would like to come up? Anyone that would like to come up and share today? You're welcome, Holly. You're welcome. I'm hoping you guys are learning stuff right along with me. This is wild. This is so wild. I'm just... I feel more powerful just knowing this stuff. These advanced chakra teachings. All right, Amy Lynn. Awesome.
Interesting. So I guess definitely the last couple of days I was doing what you're saying, and I've already been practicing on the phone, and this started like 2 weeks ago about the phone, because I'm very well aware of what the Blue Beam project is. Okay. And it's the blue light on your phone. And so I try to stay away from the blue light first thing on the new day, because it allows the system to kind of start running you before you run you. You know what I'm saying? You can get, and if you get up first thing on the new day and ground and meditate and do everything before you grab that phone. And give God the glory, you know, the Almighty gets all the glory first, then my life flows completely different. if I grab my damn phone first and worry about how many likes I got on my TikTok last night or who messaged me or whatever, then my day does not flow smoothly at all. Get out. What are you doing?
Hi, beautiful Opa Butterfly Sun.
Hello.
Divine Awakening.
And so yeah, Blue Beam is one, and then the self-doubt, the double talking to myself, two thoughts coming in, oh, you can't do this, all that self-doubt crap too. That's something I'm working on, and second guessing, am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that?
I love that you mentioned about the Blue Beam, Earth Angel. Thank you for that, because being of a blue ray star scene, we have to understand that the blue ray got distorted from when Atlantis era fell, right?
Yep.
Because the thought incarnation, which is like on the mental plane. The blue ray or the blue beam is connected to the divine sphere of Amenti under the Emerald Covenant, right? They are the divine guardians, which connects to the Ianis, the blue avians, and all these lineage, like from Sirius, Sirius B, and all the water and the air beings as well, right? That's why you have the persons of the Crystal River. I was actually listening to that. Yeah. I was actually
tainted
listening to that.
And so while you're saying this, these are the confirmations as well that I was shown divinely. Okay, is yes, I am a blue star seed. I am, I know the blue ray flows through me. I know also that in the angelic army, Archangel Michael's uniform is royal blue. It's one of my favorite colors.
Yep.
So anything that has to do with the blue, I stay very in contact with. And what you just said, I was actually given confirmation without hearing it from you. And it's like you're coming and re-clarifying what Divine showed me already. And I am very grateful for that. And
I'm grateful as well, because the blue rays, so this is very specific, right? The blue rays are considered the lost light workers, right?
yes.
Because they work very close with nature and the divine feminine essence. That's why the first word I spoke when my light language got reactivated was Shekinah. And I had no idea that I was connecting more to the divine feminine essence. Are we healing? Are we empathic? Are we intuitive? Connecting to that emotional light body, which is connecting to your sacral chakra, right? How would you ascend to the heart if you cannot understand that your divine blueprint consists of physical, mental, emotional, astral, and etheric templates? This is divine organic crystal blueprint templates of each one of us, right? So a lot of our templates got a little bit of distortion, such as the mutated DNA. And the blue rays assist in transmuting and alchemizing the damaged DNA. It's not always an easy process, because you have to absorb a lot of gunk and you have to transmute and alchemize within your vessel. Sometimes I'm so exhausted, even in the physical plane. Like today I was thinking, why am I here, Divine? Because, sometimes it's like, what's the point in being here? Because you're seeing all what people try to hide and undercover. And the thing is, you have to acknowledge the blue, the violet, and the gold ray. So there's a merger. Today I received a beautiful divine light codes of the blue and the violet ray infusion, right? So we have to alchemize that within ourselves, right? Such as the chakras, such as the blue and the red as well. The red ray represents the divine masculine, but it's placed on the root chakra, right? The blue ray represents the divine feminine. Even Native American Hopi prophecies say about the blue and the red kachinas, right? And if you understand the Blu-ray is the organic holographic beam or projecting to Earth, because remember, we are in a holographic reality.
Projecting to Earth. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, projecting to Earth. Well, what's quite interesting? I'm going to run this by you, and I want to see what you think. Because when I came here, the second that I came to this land, I felt the energy. Okay? I feel the energy automatically. And the energy here was very heavy. But I was telling my sisters, it was almost like I walked into a different timeline alignment here and was feeling all of the heaviness from the past and everything here because literally things in my home disappeared. And then after I defeated what I was dealing with here, they reappeared.
Yeah,
So
it's
did I step into into an
yeah.
alternate universe?
That
Yes,
still
I
happens to
experienced
me.
similar stuff as well too, Earth Angel. I experienced my chakra bands burst. I experienced things was stolen, and sometimes they pop out of the blue.
Yeah.
So we are
Yeah,
a
that's
person.
exactly
what
what
is
just
that,
happened
Alicia?
here.
What
But
is
it was
that?
like
What
I
is
had a
that when
big
that
giant
happens?
okay, I had a big giant shadow man here. And see, people didn't
Right.
know it. I had people sending me messages before I even spoke anything
Yeah.
to anyone. I had 3 people tell me there's something around you. And then the other night I went outside to look at the meteor shower that we were supposed to have.
Yeah.
And I was standing outside by myself. Everyone was like in their bunks.
Right.
Everything was so quiet. I was just standing out there. And all of a sudden, this 15-foot shadow appears across the field and standing right next to me. Now, see, I know that
the Hat Man.
angels don't produce shadows. Okay,
Right.
so I knew
So this
it
is
was
what I
something.
want
Well,
to-
then you got to listen. You got to let me. You got respectfully. I had someone draw me a picture the very next day and say, "I see this around you," and it was a big, giant, shadowy figure. And then Christina called me and said how to trap it and get rid of it. Okay. And literally, after I did everything that I was told to do by Christina and everybody else that was offering guidance, things popped back up in my home. Almost like I was in a different world, a different realm, just like you said, 2 different Earths.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. So I'm going to explain something really intense, right? And very deep. And this is divine knowledge for all of us for enlightenment purposes, right? Remember when you incarnated on Earth 2, we all have a shadow. Down to a baby, down to a tree, down to a plant, right? Even you, even I, right? The shadow is your limitation aspect of your suppressed emotional state, your mental, all your trauma, what is locked in the etheric, the astral, and the mental plane as well. And it is projecting, do you know, your etheric plane is the closest blueprint to your physical layer. That's why you see shadows. I used to see a lot of shadows. Even when I had my outer body experience, I experienced 2 shadows, one on my left, one on my right. When I came back into the physical vessel, I was asking Divine, where did I go to? Because I saw this beautiful, mesmerizing ball of energy, and I just wanted to go home because it was so peaceful and serenity. And no, a voice came and told me, no, Alicia, it's not your time. You got to come back here. When I come back here now, I'm experiencing pain, trauma, suffering. And I realize being a Blu-ray, we walk between realms. And it also goes back to your soul contract. So I want you to listen to this. Being a Blu-ray, an indigo starseed, you incarnated with a soul contract to help assist the fallen angelic to transmute to the angelic higher self, such as the Orphem and the Seraphim angelic beings, right? That's why we experience so much duality within our reality, so much darkness, right? And it's not an easy process to alchemize and be empathic 24/7 because a lot just take, and don't replenish, such as taking from the earth as well. Did you know that the earth also takes portions of our morphogenetic blueprint as well, such as to help assist the planet to ascend to her highest state of consciousness as a 5D? And that is the Blu-rays are doing that because they are giving that empathic energies, that love to Mother Gaia.
Hi, how are you? That would be me. That would be
Galactics
me.
are 15 foot tall, Amy Lynn.
Yes,
Just
they
so
are.
you know.
Listen,
Yeah,
you
they're
don't
very
think I
tall.
don't. I know that the Galactics are 15 feet tall. I get that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
This was not a galactic.
No, it was. Remember, we are in a spiritual
This
battle.
was not a. Listen, if it's strong enough to put me in a bed, and I'm very, very strong, and I'm not saying this to be boastful, I go across the United States of America into some of the darkest areas on this planet, and I clear them in the name of the Almighty, okay? And reverse energy and bring love to that area. This thing put me in the bed, had black goo coming out of my extremities, and I was very weak. This was the energy that I felt when I came onto this land. There was bad juju here.
Yeah, it's the same like what I experienced here too as well. And it's a lot of karmic imprints the earth holds.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Alicia was saying.
Yeah.
I thought you was trying to tell me. It was this. This is
it's
like
part of the earth, is what she was saying. That you're there to
yeah.
help. Yeah.
So
Yes, what you're saying is,
discussion.
yes, it sunk into the ground. That's what the black juju was. It absolved into the ground here.
So how are we supposed to get rid of that, Alicia? That's what we need to know.
By doing more light work, following your love and light path, but not being clueless about it, being balanced by understanding and understanding both your polarity within. Because look at me, I'm a left-handed person by nature, and I was incarnated in a right-handed family, right?
Yeah.
And I saw the whole world in a different perspective. Do you know that all the fallen angelics place seals on the left side of the body, which is the divine feminine?
I did not know that.
Right. So this is what we need to declutter in order to ascend to our 5D state of consciousness and above. Because being of a guardian ascendant, right? Because remember, this spiritual battle isn't in this present lifetime only. It was previous as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
For us to be awakened to such depths and trauma, we have to know that we are helping and assisting Gaia. But Gaia, morphogenetic field, got tampered with when the pole shift happened when Atlantis sank. So a lot of us got soul fragmented then. Some of us got strapped in the astral realm. Some of us got trapped in the physical. Like you notice sometimes you feel like, where am I? Who am I? Where is this place? What is this place about?
Yeah.
Because you know deep down it's not home, right? You belong to the stars.
Yes.
Like I would see, like Emily, I would see when my divine awakening, that's why I speak a lot more about shadow work. I would see a lot of shadows. I would see them even in the physical. I would not see faces, but I would see shadows.
Me too.
Even I remember.
Here's the difference. You see shadows, I see their attachments. Now imagine that, okay? When they walk in front of me, I see every single thing that their attachments are. Everything that's going on. It is like the creepiest thing. Sometimes I will see people and they will be in front of me and they will be in natural flesh form. And then all of a sudden I get a vision of them covered with sores. Like they'll have sores all over their body, or they'll be distorted.
That was their past life.
That
was past lives.
I mean, like I see these things for real.
That's their past lives.
No, it's because we are in a phantom matrix
Like she
too.
just
Remember
said.
the earth is switching. Remember butterfly, Opal had a card yesterday with the Lyrans with the two earth. With the two earths in the mirror portal. And we are splitting, right? So if you're choosing to raise your frequency, you will attain the higher octave of the new earth then, right? Which is the older age, which is the activation of your DNA. But some of them cannot activate it because they haven't done the inner work, they haven't done the shadow work. Right. And shadow work doesn't mean going to do anything like I would say spell work or whatever society projects to you, right? Inner shadow work is meaning loving that inner child, pulling back your soul fragmented pieces, understanding the duality, decluttering it from your inside out.
Yep.
Right? No more of these things. That's what I do every single day when I'm here in the physical as well, to rainbow cleansing. Activate your chakras through that rainbow light. by giving gratitude to that divine energies within the chakras, by honoring the divine feminine and divine masculine energies, because we are comprised of both. Both
Yes,
have
ma'am.
been wounded as well, right? So we for us to embody our true life purpose, we have to truly understand what is our soul mission, right? And
Yes.
being a Blu-ray, as Emily mentioned, it's not really an easy thing, because to be alchemizing all these unstuck suppress emotional trauma, it's a lot. It takes
And
a lot
everyone
for
else
us
is
to
around
balance.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I prefer solitude. Like I can't vibrate at people at that level anymore. Like it's getting very tedious. Like I'm even getting a lot of short breaths as well in the physical, and I know it's because of the dense energies that we are purging and clearing as well, because it's not
This
easy to
one
go.
here was a doozy. It put me down. This
Yeah,
one put me down. But there were things that were able to activate, and it had ways to do lower my frequency, so to say, so that it could try and keep me from doing what I was doing here. I mean, some of the places and some of the things that I have done will just blow your mind.
yeah.
Like I went to a church where there was a nun. It was an old monastery, and we were literally parked in front of where the old monastery was, where the nuns and everybody stayed, right? And I was being shown that there was a sister trapped inside the home behind the gate, and she was in there. And what they were showing me was this sister went with the priest to see an exorcism. Okay? This is the vision that I was shown when I had to go and release this sister from where she was. She had gone and done an exorcism with the priest. They thought they exorcised the demon out of the person, and it in turn turned and jumped into the sister. Okay? So the whole time the sister is in the monastery and is practicing and doing everything, she has this entity attached to her. Did not even know that it was attached to her until it was time for her to leave this world. When she went to go leave the world, it was standing at the gate. Said, you're not allowed to go nowhere. And therefore, I, being a gatekeeper, came and opened the gate for her. And the second I opened the gate, whoosh, she flew by me. Okay? So these are the things that I'm doing on this planet right now.
The
I'm
same
going
with
into
me.
areas and going into haunted towns and things like that, and raising the kindred spirits that died suddenly in traumatic events like floods and things like that. That is my mission. That is what I do
You know,
on this planet.
we share similar experiences, because I remember even being awakened, right? And going to this island, I wanted to see this beautiful Salt Lake Pond. It's a natural wonder on one of the smaller islands. And I didn't know the island was actually haunted as well. It was for the leopards cuddling me, right? From slavery days and stuff like that. And as soon as I entered that area, I had to assist these souls who were trapped as well too. So we are doing grid work anyway. We are transmuting and alchemizing, because the amount of sensitivity and level we are working with the grid lines on Earth, it's to transmute these vortexes to the positive nodes then. And through our Blu-ray frequency, we are doing that, right? And
Yes.
and this is the power of the divine Shekinah as well, right? Or the divine feminine as well. Because look at Mary Magdalene in the story of Joshua. They label her as the prostitute, they label her as the outcast, and she was the hidden key to Joshua ascensions,
Oh
right?
yeah, so we're learning all about this in the Nag Hammadi. I'm reading the Nag Hammadi scriptures every day at 2 o'clock live, and we are learning about all the lies and things that were ripped from the holy books and things. And this is true scripture. And so, yeah, it's blowing my mind. And it's not just her. This is the whole thing. Eve was Zoe, which was Sophia's daughter. Okay? And Eve actually breathed life into Adam. And then the powers that rule this world, the fallen, desecrated Eve and made her into the whore that you're saying, right, like this, so that we would, and then they put Adam to sleep and told Adam that Eve came from his rib, which is a flippin' lie. Eve came from Sophia. She was Sophia's daughter, Zoe. And they knew this. They put their semen into her and made her unholy so she could not return to the holy realms. And Eve actually gave life to Adam.
It's like when I connect to Venus. Today is Venus Day, which is Friday, the Divine Feminine. So happy Venus Day to everyone. Right. So speaking about that, goddess Ishtar or Inanna pops up a lot for me, right? The warrior side of Venus. Venus could be the gentler side like Mother Mary, which gives love and humility and takes in all the pain and suffering for humanity, right? I experienced both sides of this as well with the Divine Feminine. And she can change into like Goddess Sekhmet, which is Lyran, right? She's fierce, ferocious, right? So Inanna was the only goddess that descended to the underworld. What did she descend for? To show the underworld love. Because no other one wanted to do that, right? Because everyone's stuck in pride and ego at their higher self, thinking that this realm doesn't matter, this realm doesn't need anything, right? Such as the depiction with Goddess Kali, right? Goddess Kali is Mar Durga or Shakti, which is Shiva consort, right? Shiva is the god of destruction. Shakti is the goddess of nature and all these things, right? She had to take 9 forms because it had a demon that appeared and they couldn't extinguish him, right? And the only thing could extinguish him was the feminine. So Ma Shakti took Durga form of 9 avatars. She took the form of goddess Kali, which she went to the underworld, which shows that depiction that she is naked as well, just like Inanna. Inanna had to be stripped of all her jewelry, which is like going through the chakras as well, to go to the underworld, to rise above it, because they even hung Inanna's body, like just like Joshua, like nailed on the cross. And they had to send the higher ups to get for she to be rebirthed then, like Christ. So the feminine Christ have to be rebirthed as well within each and every one of us. Such as, that's why I connect so deep to Venus energy, because Venus energy is a duality as well in the heart. You have to understand the 12-point star chakra, the lotus flower, and the 2 sacred triangle, which is the silver and the gold ray, which is represented by the Lyrans, which is your star tetrahedron, which is your Merkaba. Because look at the depiction from the Bible, even from all these other religious scriptures, right? They say Christ ascended upwards, right? But the feminine got stuck downwards, right? Because the feminine Christ and all has to come back to merge with the masculine and the feminine energy to truly be one in union, to rise to that heart chakra and above. As above, so below. As on heaven, so on earth. Right? Because that's why you get the 8th symbol or the 8-point star of Venus, which is the greatest electromagnetic field in your heart chakra. That's why the Orion bells, as Opa was mentioning, got distorted as well, but it connects to the 8th stargate as well, which is your heart chakra, right? And that is the only chakra that has the union between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy, such as the blue and the violet or the blue and the red ray, right? So the embodiment of being a flame bearer as a gatekeeper, as you mentioned, because I am a gatekeeper as well too, and to use the rainbow flames. So you're using the sacred flames through the heart flames, through the pyramid, through the lotus, through the rosary.
Absolutely, 100%.
And this is part of Joshua and Mary Magdalene teachings as well too. The merger of the masculine and the feminine. Because look at they would say Mary Magdalene is a prostitute, but did you know the masculine couldn't ascend to the heart chakra in the purest form of the inner child? They had to be through an intimate way. That's why they raped the feminine and stuff like that, such as with the Iyani woman and stuff. I'm learning with Ashiana Deans about the blue rays as well, because they were the guardian races of the planet as well, right? They were taken up and abducted and taken to Nibiru. By who? Right? And this has been going on through history so long. That's why the feminine has to declutter so much pain and suffering, just like the masculine. So we are both healing and alchemizing to be the lighter aspect by transmuting our mutated DNA then. That's why maybe we see a lot of shadows in our reality, because that's something I see very common. I even see the astral realm more than the physical realm.
What you're saying, I don't see shadows like I saw this shadow. Okay, this was something that I have never dealt with. Okay, I do see things. I'm not gonna. I've had daywalkers come up behind a family out here on the Midway. I've shared this story. I'll be out there in the middle of there'll be 1,000 people, and I'm in the duck pond, and I felt this energy behind me. Like, you know, when something is not right, we get that sick stabbing feeling in our back or our gut. And I'm sitting there, and I got this stabbing feeling in my back, and I was told, turn around and hold. And I just had a plastic sword, okay? This is what I carry right here. A plastic sword when I'm out there. And I got told, point my plastic sword and turn around and say, can I help you? Well, as soon as I turned around and looked, I noticed what they were. I was already aware that they walk. And I said, can I help you? And we don't know what is being shown to the to the other side of the receiver. You have no idea what is coming out of your eyes, what you look like, how the Almighty uses you in that moment. Okay? Because I know I've scared a lot of people off, and I don't know what they see. All right? Because I don't get to see what they see. All right? But I pointed my sword at them, and I said, can I help you? Just like I was told to do. And they looked at each other, and then they left. And the second that they walked away, I was given the clarification that those were daywalkers, and the family that was standing in front of me was just saved by me today. Okay? So these things are happening out here. And everybody that's trying to say, no good, no bad, no this, no that, bullshit. I'm in it.
Exactly. I agree with that as well, because for me, I'm sharing something very personal, right? And this happened in my reality. I have a physical injury from my first car accident, and I visited this naturopathic doctor, and he told me I needed a full body massage, right? And while on the massage table, he started to do energy work without my permission, tantric work. He started to raise my kundalini. He took his married finger and ran it down my spine, right? My kundalini got activated. In that moment, I saw him on the astral realm. I developed a telepathic communication. That was the first being I developed a telepathic communication with. And he tapped into my sexual energies, my sacral energies, because he knew it was very pure and innocent, right? Because I'm a person, I grew up very native, even in the physical as well, right? And for someone to damage you at that level, causing you a soul split, because when you are pulling somebody's energy cords without their permission through universal thing and doing reverse Merkaba. When I came back from that incident, I was walking twists. That's why I even told my Reiki teacher, she betrayed me, that Reiki is false as well too. It's universal energy healing you're working with, right? Because we are all interconnected, right? But because the wounded side of him popping up, and funny, this is what happened to me from my first NDE. Like if I watch someone just by eye contact, I could see all this suppressed trauma. They don't even have to say a word to me. It's something that divine does. Maybe it's because my Venus is in Scorpio, but it's a gift as well as, I would say, things, because you see what people are trying to hide from the outward. And when I look into it,
out here, baby.
yeah,
I'm
when I
grateful that you have that gift, Alicia.
yeah, it's not always easy, but the thing is, it's truth. It's being truth and alignment and authenticity. Like when I remember I saw him, right? His eyes was pitch black. It was like a soulless being in that vessel.
All the
And
time.
and I even had to intercede after he rose my sexual energies, and I connected to Goddess Sekhmet energies, was very fierce, fiery energy. I could have done something in that moment that I might have ended up in jail or something like that, right?
Right?
Because right, but I had to learn to balance and control
Yep.
even in the
I've
darkest
been
moment.
there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, and it's a task for us as Blu-rays in understanding why we
We have
experience
to learn how to pull that energy back instead of
Yeah.
creating the storm.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I learned that the hard
Yeah.
way because I created a storm. I
Yeah.
created a storm
Yeah.
that was really strong.
Yeah. And I realized, you know what? I had to even intercede, just like being maybe was a saint to something in a past timeline, or connecting to Mother Mary energies, right? Which is the gentler side of the feminine. You have to pray for these souls as well. Help them transmute, because they are seeking help as well. But they have no right to hurt us, right? Because I still bear a lot of pain and trauma from that incident, even to this present day. And I'm still healing and cleansing, because it takes me a long time to balance in the physical. If you look at my lower chakras or my lower body, it's where I hold a lot of suppressed trauma as well, scars and all these things, right? And for me, being from the astral realm, coming back into the physical realm, I was like, where am I? Who am I? Which place is this again? Like, I got so disconnected from this reality. Like, money didn't interest me, fame didn't interest me, even relationships didn't interest me anymore. It's like I was feeling like, Joshua have this saying, be in this world, but not of this world. And that's a deep saying. And I take that to my heart very, very often, because I feel like this is not my home. I am here for a purpose. I wish everyone.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Big hugs.
Yeah, big heart hugs to you, because it's not easy being a Blu-ray to
It's not easy
transmute.
what we're doing. No.
Exactly, because a lot of our energies goes for granted. And what I have learned being a flame bearer, a Mori flame, is the embodiment of the blue, the violet, and the gold flame, right? Because we have to anchor it back into Mother Gaia heart, because that morphogenetic field got separated. That's why a lot of beings lack empathy and love, They don't understand that, hey, your inner child is right in front of you, screaming for help, screaming at you, and you are ignoring it for what? A materialistic world, a illusion world. And you want to take that same mentality to go to the higher realms? No, it would not work. So divine say you cannot enter the heart chakra. Return to innocence, return to purity. That's the heart of the lion. Camelot, pitons with butterfly opals shares a lot. If you really listen to it, it says return to innocence, return to purity. And that is the heart chakra being open, the 8th star. When can we remember that within ourselves? I know I may be stern in certain things, like the way I have to put through the energies, but I have to protect myself too, because when you are getting, I don't like to say attacks, but when someone is coming into your energy fields without your permission, you have to balance back and raise the high frequencies.
Yes.
That's the only way you can win the spiritual warfare.
Absolutely. I don't care. Spiritual warfare is the number one tool. All right. I don't care. Self-doubt, all that when you allow that spiritual war, like you allow someone to come in, like we read about yesterday.
Never allow it.
Yep, don't dine with swine, okay? We get tricked, you get manipulated by people, okay? You think you gotta be and fit in with the in crowd. You want to be with everybody.
Or you date someone, or it's in your family or something.
Instead, you're made to stand out. You were the one that was made to stand out. That's why you never fit in the first place. Because you weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out so that you could do this right now. You could tell other people this right now. There is no such thing as self-doubt. There is no such thing as fear. Okay? These are all programs that they implanted in you.
They are programs.
Yeah, you are speaking about my whole entire life. I have lost friends, relationship, family, even been down to nothing.
Because we come from the same tribe.
Exactly.
Because it's really about the polarity and understanding, especially for me being a lefty. It's like we work with the right hemisphere of the brain. I'm a lefty too. So
my niece is.
I'm a lefty.
You guys are very smart. That's what that tells me.
Yeah, and there's only a few percentage of us on this thing. And I was spoken to another 11 sister, and she mentioned, Alicia, don't cash your pearls to swines. Meaning what your gift.
Don't dine with the rich. Don't cast your pearls to swine. It says don't go hanging out with someone that is soulless because you think you can save them. Okay, because they can eventually.
Talking about.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm telling her.
Talking about the ones with the dark eyes that
dark eyes,
that sold her,
NPC.
I know all about that, Alicia.
I see it too, Alicia.
I went through that too.
I see it. Sometimes it freaks me out because let me ask you this: have you ever been when you make eye contact with the human?
They'll take you off your path.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
They will. That part, sister. When you make eye contact with the human, like me, okay, can you actually see like their entire life go in front of you? Like you be shown everything that they've done. Like I can, if I'm supposed to make deep eye contact with a human being, I can literally see the pieces of them that are missing. I can see what they've done, things that they may have to work on. I'm not allowed to tell them these things, but it's shown to me.
Yeah, I do experience that as well too, but I try to best to stay with the inner child, like to connect them back to the inner child. Because I don't want to bring up something like even where I'm at here, right? I know
gifts are beautiful, Amy Lynn. You're nothing's wrong with you.
A lot of trauma, right? And they are lashing out on me. But the thing is, I am triggering this for healing, right?
You're correct.
We are triggering this within them for healing. They might tell us hurtful things. They might because it's like a shadow dancer. We have to know what is coming through each and every one. To because they naturally gravitate to us for healing because of that blue ray. That blue ray is very empathic and healing, such as Sirius B, such as Venusian energies, which is the pink and the green ray.
Can you look at people and tell where we're from, Alicia? Like if you look at me and Amy Lynn, like you can see us, can you tell who we are from before we're here?
Maybe if
I'm just curious. Like I don't have that gift. I was just wondering if you did. I feel like you do.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
But because we're all, it doesn't matter from what
gifts than you
it's 11/11. But because we're all from the all,
big heart.
I look at all of us the same, whether you're from another place or not. Okay?
Yeah. Right.
So I can't tell if you're Pleiades or Arcturian or ancient Egyptian. I can tell.
It's really irrelevant.
You're just part of me. You're my brother. You're my sister.
It is for this lifetime. It's irrelevant for this lifetime, Tommy. You're right.
You're my brother and my sister.
If people could tell that.
It's interesting to know, though.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if she could, because Spirit was telling me that she has that gift.
Yeah.
Thank
so.
you. Let's go, Lyrans.
All right, here we go.
Lyrans in the house. All of us are Lyrans. I know that.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. That's why we love so fiercely and we are full of courage.
We have that inner courage, that inner power.
Yes, that is our power. Look at that. How do you not love that?
Mashekina Malekitarasha. So we're going to activate together as a collective. Feel that heart space, that beautiful Amori heart of yours activating with that gold and silver ray of that rainbow heart.
I love this song.
Tell you, the world definitely feels different today than it did the last 3 days.
We shifted. Big heart.
Definitely feeling it 100%. And I was told the next 3 days are a divine doorway. The next 3 days are a divine doorway.
Pouring rain here, so that lets me know too.
Release. Today is the day of release. Tomorrow is the day of revelation. And the 26th is the door to reception. Release, revelation, and reception.
Hey, Karen.
All the ones we've done, this is my favorite one. It has to do with me being Lyran. I don't think it's because of the video. I think it's because I feel it. This is like the one I really, really feel. Gets me out here roaring. Like the lion I am. Going into a big weekend. That's right, child. You're gonna hear me roar. They do very often.
Beautiful. Machiwa. Kalaki Ikarasha. Rasha into joy. Alahamki Rasha. Bring out that Lyran within you. Maisha Kinama Alahamki Rasha. Shamu, shamu, shamu. Pale, pale, pale. Machiwa is a greeting in Lyran. Kale apele pale. Ayaya Shanamale. Raise it. Raise that gold and silver ray, that blue ray within. Maketele inadole o Shakina. Shakina ma ashana mata. Beautiful.
Adonai.
Machiwa Alahamki Rasha. Thank you, Divine. Beautiful.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Have a great weekend.
Namaste. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll be around. Hopefully, I'll catch your thing today. I got to go to town, but we'll see. I love you.
Hope to see you there. Love you.
Love you, Opal. Thank
It's
you.
all good if you don't. Later, Gators.